Problem was when I combined everything together, because the sulfates from the spent gold solution reacted with all the other metals and made sulfates that were insoluble, and it made a fine, it was like a big brown goo that I could not get rid of. I could not burn it, I could not dissolve it, I could not get rid of it. So you can see from this list all the steps I had to go through to get rid of it. And what I had to do was put it in a 5-gallon bucket and put some hydrochloric acid in it. And then I had to add a bunch of aluminum. And I had to keep adding aluminum every time the aluminum would get used up. I would have to keep putting aluminum in it. And what that did was cemented all the metal back out of all those salts and made it metal again. It was just a very fine powder, a very fine black powder. And then when that was finished, I had to divide it up into 2 buckets. I put the buckets underneath the eave of this building here, and I filled them full of water. I stirred the material up off the bottom, made sure it was very well mixed, and I let the rain wash the top of the dust. The very fine sulfates were very fine and very light, so they washed out of the bucket and left the heavy material on the bottom. So every once in a while I would go down there, like once a week, and I would pour some of the water out, like a third of it. I would put more water in it, I would stir it up, and I kept doing that until I was left only with the heavy stuff on the bottom. Now I have a piece of carpet down there that I poured water onto to try to collect all the heavies. If I accidentally poured some out of the bucket, I would go into the carpet and then I would just wash the carpet to get the heavies back out of it. Okay, then I had to separate the powder. I had to pour all the light stuff off. I had to separate the heavy stuff from the light stuff. Okay, then I had to grind all the heavy stuff with a blender, grind it up as fine as I could get it. Then I had to heat both powders. I had to put them in a metal pan, not like this, but a regular metal pan, and heat them both to red hot to oxidize all the metal salts so that they could be dissolved by the acid. Okay, then I had to put them in the jugs like this, had to add hydrochloric acid, and I had to stir it every day for like a week or 2, and that's where I got this solution. It's very thick, very green, and then I had to pour that solution off, had to add more hydrochloric, and this time put a lot of water in it and stir it about a week, and then I got this solution. And then the third time I had to stir it and I added even more water. This is mostly water, not very much hydrochloric at all. I didn't want to change the pH, so I did add some hydrochloric, but it's a lot of water. And I had to stir that up, and I just wanted to rinse all the metal salts out of that material. And you can see this one was the heavies and this one was the light stuff. So I have 2 different ones. Let me see.